All right, I will call upon the next speaker, Ms. Justina Yapp. She is a laywoman. She has come out here and told Gilbert that because she has so much problems bringing up her 3 kids, that she cannot stand it anymore, and she wants to let you share with you some of her problems. Justina.
Vanakkam and Namaste. Selamat datang kawan-kawan dan rakyat Singapura. Selamat Hari Pekerja semua. Good day, fellow Singaporeans and friends. I'd like to wish you all a happy Labour Day. This is our day actually. It's for all of us who have worked hard for our families and our country. Welcome to the real NetCon here on the Green. This is where we citizens come and fill the spaces. On February 16, Vincent Vijay Singer had extolled us to not be afraid, to come forth and take our part in civil society, not to be afraid anymore. So here I am today as a mother, a stay-home mom of 3 young children still in primary, secondary school, to share and to speak on behalf of all stay-home mothers. Okay, who are these people? Who are stay-home mothers? Typically, they were once successful career women holding satisfying jobs, well-paying jobs. However, they gave up the jobs to stay at home and look after the children, to be more at home with them, to guide them. Because back then times were good. We could afford to do that based on one salary, our husband's salary. A single income earned by the man of the family was sufficient back then to provide adequately for the whole family. This gave women like us confidence to contribute and invest in the growth of Singapore in other ways, to give up our career, to invest in our children, who are highly deemed the hope and the future of our country. We are the hand that rocks the cradle, burdened with the responsibility to nurture the nation's new generation of leaders. But now, over the years, we see the degeneration of the government's concern for the people. This is reflected in the bad policies, namely healthcare, housing, employment, and immigration. All this resulted in premature retrenchment and loss of jobs, and life becomes unbearable, escalated by the high cost of living and inflation. So it is time once again for the once career women to come forward to join the working force as one avenue of labour, as the government had always extolled us to be. It is a call of duty no decent citizen can ignore. How can they stand by and see their spouses struggling with a meagre income in these times now? to help put bread on the table. Indeed, there are tales of too many destroyed homes and miseries brought forth by our inept government. The decision to return to the workforce is one of survival for the families. To a few, the decision is made easier because the children are grown-up young adults. For many others, like myself, it is still a struggling dilemma because our children are still young. We do not have maids, we don't have other extra help, and yes. The costs, what are the costs for such mothers? They are high in terms of domestic, helper and childcare expenses. Will the remuneration be sufficient for the trade-off? Not just dollar in terms, but sacrifices of having to neglect the needs of our young children at a critical time in their life where the mother's love full-time would be a positive impact into adult life. So what has been done? We mothers are not asking for the moon or the sky or demanding. We are not asking for handouts from the government or preferential treatment. We are no softies. We harbor zero aspiration to earn millions of dollars. We are realistic and reasonable. We are only asking for the government to take note of our contribution as working moms in these years past in the homes, having invested in our children, sacrificed our career. Yes, we are pleading for them to not just take note, but to take concrete actions. We ask that the government be sensitive to the various challenges and obstacles stay-at-home mothers face in their attempt to return to the workforce. You know, we face prejudices because of our age. No young chickens anymore. We are passed over by employers who are biased, preferring to stick to younger job seekers. We are considered overqualified, as a consequence of which we are deprived of job opportunities. It all boils down to one very glaring explanation for our employers' behavior towards stay-at-home mothers. They have other cheap options from the immense pool of foreign talents. Cheaper workers they can exploit, paying them low wages and long hours, with long hours. So be it a lack of 2020 vision or simple myopic lack of vision where the government's concerned, the government should take the lead and introduce schemes like flexi hours in their departments. They should take the lead and not just give hearsay, in parliament, say, oh yeah, companies they should encourage, we all should encourage stay-at-home moms to go back. Okay, I see my time is coming up. So, let me just conclude by sharing with you, why do we want to come here for a sequel protest event? The answer is simply this. Singaporeans have woken up to our rights as citizens, to our rights to speak out against hurtful policies. We are gathered here today in a lawful and peaceful protest. And as one united people, not just in voicing out against hurtful policies, but hopefully to explore the viability of alternative solutions and policies together. Citizens and government, not just having a NetCon over there and invited guests and citizens only are welcome. So I'd like to end by giving you a quotation which means quite a lot to me. It says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Thank you so much, Singapore and friends. Have a good day.
Thank you, Justina. Thank you.